welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we just checked in here in Mactan Airport and are you ready to fly? So we just checked in and we're waiting for our flight going to Manila and Manila to LA. So here in Mactan you will check in only the local flight, like they just only give us the boarding pass only for Cebu to Manila, and our next boarding pass, the Manila to LA, will be given to us in Manila. So yeah, it's kind of tricky because normally when we travel international, like once we check into Davao, they give all our or the boarding pass like to the place where we checked in first, like they will give you to boarding pass. So it's totally crazy, but yeah, we end up like finishing our stuff there in the check-in area for 30 minutes, I think. And there's a file of people waiting for us there. How many? It's 9 people. We survived. So first they checked, since we're traveling in the US. So first in my status, because I am holding a 10-year green card, so they checked my green card. And then if, by the way guys, if you are holding like a 2 years and you are on the process of your 10-year green cards as well, you need to have that receipt. I will write it down in my description below. It's really helpful as well to those who are just receive their 2-year green card and then go back home. So yeah, we are clear with that. We're fine with all our documentation, and they give us the copy for the documents, like a QR code. We will use that once we land in LA airport. And then there's another one document that the citation, so we have that one too. They give it to us, but we don't need to fill it up here. Once we check into Manila, there's a personnel who's gonna be with us once we start signing that documents. And then yeah, honestly guys, we've been traveling. We've been here like last year 2020, and it's been a year, more than a year. It's before we just like check in and then go, but now there's, I don't know, it's totally different. But yeah, we just want to enjoy the place, which is, we're looking forward for that. That's what we look for, so that we're not getting stressed of like traveling here. Because like basically once you get into the plane, it's a lot of stress. Once you get out from the plane, it's still a stress. But once you finish your quarantine, or you are in your place where you know your normal days now, it's gonna be fine. And believe me or not, like this trip is very, very worth it. So the experience itself, except the travel experience, so but you know, the experience of staying here in the Philippines without a lot of tourists is totally worth it. And we have a chance to experience it. Like we really appreciate the exact place that we want. We experience that. So like for me, I don't know if we can experience that sooner, you know, once everything is open. But yeah, we have a great time. So you're still really wearing your shield and your mask. So how's David look like with his outfit for today? So we're gonna be ready traveling. So we have how many? 1 hour more to start our boarding, and we're excited to see you in Manila. So we're gonna walking, going to Starbucks. Starbucks. So yeah, we are living here in Del Mar. That's close to our house before too. It's like 15 minutes drive. And we're going to Starbucks. It's 6 a.m. So what time is it in the Philippines now?
9 p.m. the next day.
It's 9 p.m. the next day there. So show you around some of our spots here.
Wait. 6 a.m.? No, it's same day, 6 p.m. 9
6 p.m.
9 p.m. Saturday. 9 p.m. Saturday.
Let's find a Starbucks close here.
Looking on my back and you are still the same. I try to figure out why you can tell the same. And I know when you know all the things I made us. My feelings for you don't go. And I know when you know all the things are wrong us. I still have to let you go. Take my hand and follow
So we're
me.
walking, going to the car because we're gonna be renting a car for a month. So we don't have a car here. So every time we come here in the US, we will be renting a car. So we'll see what car we can get today.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, that's it?
Yeah.
Just something sweet about you, my fantasy. I'll be there, you'll be with me. About you, my fantasy. A place for me, a place to be. About you, my fantasy.
Hi, good. Can I get a double? Grilled onions, extra ketchup, and then we like a 3x3 protein style. Grilled onions, extra ketchup.
So we're driving here in Cardiff. We're just trying to vlog something because you know it's really important to share, especially to those who are going back to the US. Hope it's gonna helpful for you guys. And then yeah, if you have some questions about any experience, you can comment down below. So we're gonna discuss about what we experience going back here, and then a lot of tricks, a lot of requirements, but it's only for PAL. That's what I heard and that's what we experienced. So first we're gonna discuss requirements via PAL. So we have no options instead of getting a Philippine Airlines flight. What is the requirements of like coming here from the airline?
Okay, so first, all the stuff I'm going to tell you is on the Philippine Airlines site. Go to the menu button and you'll see COVID-19. Put that in, follow travel, and then you'll see the travel requirements and restrictions. So, number one, you got to make sure you have the Trace app and that it's updated. That's number one thing you got to have for sure, because they're going to ask for that. Number two, you've got to have a negative PCR RT test. It needs to be a viral test, and it can be either a swab or an antigen. The swab test, most places are between 4,000 and 5,000 pesos. The antigen test is between 700 and 1,800 pesos. So I strongly recommend that you get the viral antigen test. You have to get that test no more than 3 days before you leave on your flight. Okay, so those two things are very important. Number three, at the airport, they'll have you fill out from the Immigration Department of the U.S. what they call an attestation form, which basically says that you've taken a COVID-19 test. Number four, you've got to fill out the Bureau of Immigration of the Philippines form. I think it's called a BLI, which pretty much says that they have no liability once you get on that plane. They no liability whatever happens to you. You also have to, on PAL, you'll see when you go to the drop-down box, you need to fill out their 11-page health declaration, which is really quite ridiculous that it's that long. But you've got to fill it out. It's 11 pages long, and at the end they'll give you a QR code that they'll ask you for at the airport. And then besides that, the last thing you've got to fill out is the if you're going into LA, Los Angeles, or New York, different places like that, they also have a city health form that you need to fill out online. It's actually very easy. You just want your name, your email, your phone number. That's pretty much it. But you got to fill that out as well, because they may ask for that when you land in the U.S. So there's a lot of requirements, a lot of paperwork, and you need to make sure that you print as much of this paperwork as possible, because they're going to ask for that paperwork multiple times. I think they asked us more than 8 or 9
8 times, yeah,
for our negative in the Philippines. Once we got the U.S., they never asked for a proof of our negative PCR test. Never asked for it. But in the Philippines, going from Cebu to Manila and Manila to LAX, they must have asked for that form 10 times. So you've got to have it in an envelope or a folder, because you got to have all this paperwork in a folder. And you can have it on your phone, but I strongly recommend, if you can, to print it up. So those are the things that you're going to need to fly back to U.S. And then once you go through all that in the Philippines, once you get to U.S., it's really easy. They don't ask for really anything except your passport, and that's it.
So we complete all the requirements, everything, and then during our flight, the day of flight, it's so crazy, guys, because like first check-in in Cebu, we check of course, my green card, our attestation, we have all of those like requirements. But thing is crazy is they already check it the first time we check in, and then second time there's another step, like you
check-in area,
like check-in area, they will check it again. Yeah. And also the COVID result, they will check it from time to time, like crazy. Like, why they cannot put a note that it's already checked?
Well,
you know,
even they checked it at the gate. Then they had all these protocols, checked our carry-on luggage again at the gate, and it's like,
yeah,
why are you out? We would have never got to the gate without giving somebody our PCR viral negative test. We never even got here. Like, why are you asking for it again? Like, I tried to give it to the immigration officer in the U.S., and he didn't even look at it, because he knew that we would have never got to the U.S. without proof that we had a negative test. So why does he even have to see it again? But the Philippines,
Philippine Airlines,
oh my gosh, they got to see it 10 times, 12 times.
And then they're so strict with the luggage.
And still, when we got to Manila, we had to get our bag from the carousel, take it over to these guys, open up the bag, and check it again. It's just like, why? It's like,
and then here's the thing. We are in Manila, ready to boarding for LAX. And then, of course, we undergo like check-in, luggage in the check-in area and the immigration area. Before the immigration, we do check as well. And then before you board to your airplane, they have another scanner, and they have also like another checking for your
another TSA, another table checking all your paperwork,
and everything, like crazy. So I mean, if you are a traveler, would you be able to handle that? Like all the time they're checked. It seems like you're stalling something, you know. But like you're traveling, so I don't know what.
I don't think we would have went through this again if my son wasn't getting married. I think we would have just stayed in the Philippines.
Yeah.
This is not worth going through. It is completely stressful.
Yeah.
We probably took months off our life doing it because it was so stressful, and they make it so difficult.
I know.
The Philippines and Philippine Airlines make this thing, it's not streamlined at all. They make it so difficult to get through.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that way.
Like, it really helps you if you have a lot of patients traveling with you. It's gonna be help. It will help, and it worked out. like what I've said and what we're always sharing to everybody, like once you want to travel here in the Philippines, you really need to have patience.
Yeah, if you go there and you get annoyed and you get angry, it's just going to make it worse for you.
Yeah.
It's just better to be patient. Don't say anything. Let them go through their asinine protocols and just be patient.
Yep. And then of course, when we arrive here in the US, it's so easy, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever we prepared in the Philippines is nothing because they don't even check it. The only thing that, you know, the immigration asked me is my green card. You guys, I think it's only in the Philippines and it's from the airlines protocol as well. So
Yeah, I think it's partially the Philippines and partially Philippine Airlines.
yeah, that's it. And yeah, look at this area here, guys. We are now in Del Mar. It's close to the place where we stay because we're staying in Del Mar at David's friend's house. So we're driving close to
He's
it.
the owner of Cali Strong, and he's my best friend. So that's where we're staying.
We're
Shout out to
staying-
Cali Strong.
And
We've been
this-
here 3 days. Do you miss the Philippines?
David missed the
Take
Philippines.
COVID away. I mean, I know COVID is we don't miss because of that, but take that away. Do you miss the Philippines?
Yeah,
I already miss it.
David missed the
I miss it.
Philippines.
I miss it for a lot of reasons, and one of them is shell shock on prices here versus the Philippines.
David having a hard time
Yeah.
of the prices.
I miss the beaches. I miss the weather. I miss the people. I mean, what we were walking. I was walking yesterday, and I said, you know, everybody in the Philippines is so friendly. I said hi to like 3 people, and they didn't say hi back.
So this way is going to San Diego. Yeah, this way area
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And that's all, guys. Hope you're gonna like this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell